Like you said, you came up to Dallas and watched a couple practices when you were on spring break, and you met the coaches and the players. What were your impressions of Coach Jones and Coach Morrison and maybe some of the players that you got to know?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, the atmosphere up here at practice is great. All the guys have been very welcoming to me and to help me not only get up here, but kind of get to know the area, get to know the campus. They, even when I was standing out there at practice, they were talking me through some routes and stuff. So they've just been awesome helping me out, and like I said, practice was very enjoyable for me to watch, and I can't wait to actually be a part of it.
Is it official now that you do have 2 years of eligibility, or are you going to have to play one and then file for some kind of medical waiver?
I believe that my medical red shirt is through, but I don't know if you can quote me on that. I think it's through though. I think Coach Brown and the staff at UT handled that, and so I think we're set.
All right, you took 27 hours of classes your spring semester. Whose idea was that, and how were you able to put that together and just fit it into a 24-hour day?
It sounds a little bit ridiculous. My dad was actually the one who first came up with the plan. I originally, even after I committed to SMU, I thought, there's no way I can graduate. No matter what I did, I thought I had too much to go, not to mention the major that I originally wanted had an internship that I had to do. So there was no way I was going to be able to do all the classwork, work an internship, and get graduated by May. But somehow in the shuffle of sending my transcripts up here, my dad figured out that I had, I believe it was 96 hours of credit. And obviously to graduate, I think you need a minimum of 120. And so, I went and spoke with an advisor at Texas who had helped me throughout my time at Texas, and he kind of looked at me and rolled his eyes when I first asked him about it. But I figured, I'm not doing football this spring. I'm gonna just, I can put my head down and do anything for 4 months. So I got my major switched, and next thing I know, I'm going to class from 9 to 5 every day.
Did you have any kind of a life outside of classes? I assume you'd be in class and studying 24 hours a day, right?
I went to class, and I didn't have the best grades this semester, but I don't think I can be blamed for that. I went to class, and I did my shoulder rehab and worked out a little bit, and that's about it. I found time here and there on the weekends to enjoy myself, maybe go play some golf or something. But there was definitely a lot more studying to it than there had been in previous semesters. The good news, however, is that every one of my classes was kinesiology, so I was able to kind of relate stuff from one class to the other.
All right, you mentioned the shoulder. In addition to your crazy academic load, you were rehabbing that. Give a little update. How's the shoulder feeling now? How's your strength, your overall conditioning and fitness?
It's great. It feels awesome. I've been throwing pain-free for about a month and a half now. I can't say for sure whether I have 100% velocity back, but if I don't, it's definitely getting there. And I think I owe a huge thank you to the Texas training staff for that. Even after I had announced I was training, and even with the fact that they had an incredibly busy schedule working on a football team and me separately, they did a heck of a job and really helped me out. When they didn't have to, because I had already announced I was leaving. So I'm very appreciative to them and them getting me back to where I am today. And I have the benefit, I guess it is, of having had 2 shoulder surgeries now. So I was able to use some experience from my first one to kind of help me in the process and say, okay, well, it doesn't feel great today. Well, let's just take the day off, and let it rest, because the important thing is that I'm ready by August, not that I'm ready by March or April.
A lot of coaches borrow schemes and concepts and ideas from other coaches on other teams. From what you know of the offense that Coach Jones and Coach Morrison run at SMU, what are the biggest differences between the offense you're entering and the one you played in at Texas, or even the one you played in high school?
It's very unique. It's surely very unique. You know, I always say once you've learned a couple offenses, you know, you can take things. There's only so many places you can send receivers on a field, and so you know you learn a concept here, and maybe you call it something different in a new offense, but it's similar, and you can basically just use word association for a while and say, okay, well this one's just like this. That's easy. I can remember it that way until I get it. How we're coaching it. But you know, you get up here and the run and shoot's been around for so long. It's actually really cool to be a part of and get to learn it. You know, and obviously he's picked up little things over the years that have made it kind of a hybrid, a hybrid style offense. But it's unique, and I'm really looking forward to learning it. I think the guys are going to help me with it. Coach Morrison's going to help me learn it, and I think I've got a decent jump start on it. Haven't seen a couple practices and stuff, but I'm excited about it.